objective for this lecture is mainly focused on concentrations, velocities, fluxes which are related to mass transfer. These concepts are essential for understanding the mass transfer further. Let's start. Now I explaining the basic parameters of mass transfer for understanding the concepts further. The first one is mass concentration or mass density. So what is mass concentration or mass density means? It is defined as the mass of the particular species per unit volume of the mixture. To understand the concept further, consider a beaker of 1 meter cube of volume. It contains two components. One is species A, another one is species B. So it is a multi-component mixture. Now what is the mass density of species A means? It is defined as the mass of the species A per unit volume of the mixture. So that is called mass density of species A. In the same way, what is mass density of component B means? That is mass of species B per unit volume of the mixture. The unit for the mass concentration is defined as kilogram per meter cube. Now we move on to the second parameter, that is molar concentration or molar density. So it is defined as the number of moles of the particular species occupied per unit volume of the mixture is called molar density or molar concentration. For an example, the molar concentration or molar density of the species A is defined as the number of moles of species A per unit volume of the mixture. In the same way, for molar density of the species B also can be notated as number of moles of species B per unit volume of the mixture. It is called molar concentration or molar density of species B. So now the unit for molar concentration is kilogram mole per meter cube. So to find the molar concentration or molar density, the formula is Ca, that is equal to the molar concentration of species A is equal to rho A, that is mass concentration of the species A to molecular weight of species A. So this is called molar concentration of species A. In the same way, what is molar concentration of species B? The formula for finding molar concentration of species B, that is Cb is equal to rho B by Mb. So this is the only formula which relates molar concentration with molar density. Now we move on to the next parameter, that is mass fraction. It is defined as it is the ratio between mass concentration of the species A to the total mass density of the mixture. It is notated by the symbol m star A, that is equal to rho A by rho. Here rho A will represent the mass concentration of the species A and rho represents the total mass density of the mixture. In the same way, the mass fraction of the species B can be represented as rho B by rho. The next parameter is mole fraction. So the mole fraction is defined as the ratio of molar concentration of the species A to the total molar density of the mixture. So it is represented as by the symbol Xa. Xa is equal to Ca by C. Here Ca will represent the molar concentration of the species A, C will represent total molar density of the mixture. So in the same way, mole fraction for species B can be represented as Xb is equal to Cb by C. Now we move on to summation rule of the mixture. To explain the summation rule, consider a container. The container consists species A and species B. This formulates the mixture. The mass concentration of the mixture is equal to the summation of mass concentration of each species. For an example, the mass concentration of the mixture, that is rho, is equal to the mass concentration of species A plus the mass concentration of the species B. In the same way, the molar concentration of the mixture, that is C, is equal to the molar concentration of the species A plus molar concentration of the species B, that will give the total molar concentration of the mixture. As per the rule, the summation of mass fraction of each species is equal to 1. The system contains species A and species B. So, the summation of mass fraction of each species A and species B is equal to 1. In the same way, the summation of molar fraction of each species is equal to 1. The system contains species A and species B. So, the summation of molar fraction of the species A and molar fraction of the species B also equal to 1. Now we move on to Dalton's law of partial pressure. Here P will represent the total pressure of the system. Here how the total pressure is calculated means it is the summation of individual partial pressure of each component in the system. That means the total pressure of the system is equal to the partial pressure of the component A plus the partial pressure of the component B in this system. From this slide, I have to explain the further relationship and formulas for molar concentration and molar fraction. So the first formula comes from basic gas law. So that is Pa into V is equal to Na into Gt. Here Pa will represent the partial pressure of the species A, V will represent the volume, Na will represent the number of moles in species A, and G will represent universal gas constant, and T will represent temperature. If you rewrite this formula, Na by V is equal to Pa by Gt. Here Na by V, that will represent it will physically describes number of moles per unit volume. That will shows that the molar concentration. So here A, this is written for A, species A. So the number of moles of species A per unit volume. So it will represent the molar concentration for species A. So that is equal to Pa by Gt. So we get one more relationship for molar concentration for particular species. Then we move on to molar fraction. So what is molar fraction? It is represented by Ca by C. Here Ca means that is molar concentration of the species, and C will represent molar concentration for the mixture. So Ca can be replaced by Pa by Gt, then C can be replaced by P by Gt. So if you cancel these parameters and write the new relationship for molar fraction. So molar fraction for the species A is equal to Pa by P. Here Pa will represent the partial pressure for species A to the total pressure of the mixture. Now we move on to the other relationship, that is molar concentration for the mixture. So as per the summation rule, C can be written as Ca plus Cb. Here Ca and Cb will represent molar concentration of species A and molar concentration of the species B. So as per this relationship, Ca can be written as Pa by Gt, Cb can be written as Pb by Gt. So as per Dalton's law of partial pressure, Pa plus Pb is equal to P. Here P means the total pressure of the system. So we will get one more relationship for molar concentration, that is C is equal to P by Gt. Now we move on to the various velocities to be considered in mass transfer. So the first velocity is mass average velocity. So in a fluid mixture which contains two components, that is species A and species B, and species A is moved with an average velocity of UA and species B is moved with an average velocity of UB. Then what is the mass average velocity for the system means it is calculated based on this formula. So U mass equal to rho A into UA plus rho B into UB divided by rho A plus rho B. As per the summation rule, rho A plus rho B is equal to rho. So here once again discretize this numerator and denominator means what happens, rho A by rho, that will gives m star A. So what is m star A? M star A will represent mass fraction. So UA into mass fraction of species A plus UB into mass fraction of species B. So in the same way, we have to calculate molar average velocity. So what is molar average velocity? In the same system which contains of species A and species B with an average velocity of species A is UA and species B is UB, means in the molar average velocity is calculated by using this relationship, that is U molar is equal to UA into CA plus UB into CB divided by CA plus CB. So again, by applying the summation rule, CA plus CB is equal to C. So here C will represent molar concentration. Then further discretizing the numerator and denominator, we will get UA into CA by C will gives XA. Here what is XA? XA will represent mole fraction of the species A. In the same way, CB by C will represent XB. What is XB? XB is mole fraction of species B. So with the help of this formulas, we can able to find mass average velocity and molar average velocity. Next we move on to the mass diffusion velocity and molar diffusion velocity. So what is mass diffusion velocity? Means it is the velocity of the component that is related to mass average velocity of the mixture. So the mass diffusion velocity of the component A, that is equal to UA minus U mass. So we know what is the velocity of the particular species A minus mass average velocity, that will gives mass diffusion velocity. In the same way, for mass diffusion velocity for component B is given by the velocity of the component B minus mass average velocity. So with the help of this formulas, we can calculate mass diffusion velocity. Now we move on to molar diffusion velocity. So molar diffusion velocity of the component is relative to the molar average velocity of the mixture. So it is calculated by using these formulas, that is molar diffusion velocity of the component A is equal to UA minus U molar. In the same way, molar diffusion velocity for the component B is equal to velocity of the component B minus U molar. So with the help of these formulas, we can find mass diffusion velocity and molar diffusion velocity. Next we move on to what are all the various fluxes in mass transfer. So in this slide I have to explain what are all the various types of fluxes and how those things are calculated. So why the fluxes are created in any mixer means due to the existence of difference in velocities and concentrations. For an example, here the fluxes are calculated for the species A in a multi-component mixer. So for any multi-component mixer, there are three types of fluxes will be created. The first one is absolute flux, then bulk motion flux, then diffusion flux. First we have move on to absolute flux. So absolute flux means it is a product of mass concentration into the velocity of the particular species. Here we are, all these things are calculated for species A. So the absolute flux for species A is equal to the mass concentration of the species A into velocity of species A. In the same way, bulk motion flux is equal to mass concentration of species A into mass velocity of the species A. That will give the bulk motion flux. Then the third one is diffusion flux. So the diffusion flux is calculated by the mass flow rate per unit area, that will give the diffusion flux. Further, we have to show the relationship between all these three fluxes. So here absolute flux is equal to diffusion flux plus bulk motion flux. So absolute flux can be written as rho A into UA. In the same way, diffusion flux can be replaced by MA by A, plus bulk motion flux can be replaced by rho A into U mass. Now if we rearrange the parameters, that means diffusion flux is equal to absolute flux minus bulk motion flux then the equation will be rewritten. So now we come to the end of lecture 2. So in this lecture we discussed about the concept of concentration, velocities and fluxes. Further we derived the mathematical formulas for all these concepts. So in the next lecture we have to work out some numerical problems based on these concepts. Thank you for listening.